Yeah.
I mean, yeah, everyone will justify anything. So like people that want to drink or whatever, they'll say whatever. You can tell them anything.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter. So I think if you can get them to go and see some things, I'm with you totally. I see.
We thought he had cancer. Turned out he was just drinking too much.
Yeah, it's like liver issues and stuff.
He had issues. Like, that's why I want to take him. I know I have to be sober, but I also know he has to be sober too. And I don't feel a responsibility to my father to get sober, but I know that if I don't try and he dies, I'll feel the guilt. And that guilt will come through.
Yeah, and nobody's suggesting you don't try. The
Right,
concern is just that you can't
I can't make him
save
get sober.
another soul if they don't want to be saved.
Oh, I can barely make me get sober.
Like,
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't.
Yeah, I mean, because I've worked with so many human beings. Like I used to get so exhausted because I would overwork all the time, all through my 20s and 30s, trying to help people do more for them than they would do for themselves. Right.
I mean, I can't make him get sober. But
no, but what you can do
try.
is what?
I can try.
What you can do is become as solid as you can be inside you.
And he can see me saying, "Oh my God, Ashley's sober. She's doing great. Maybe I want to help." But either way, I still want him to see the prospect of being sober.
You have to
we don't.
Yeah,
we don't know anything else.
And when he's ready, it'll.
We don't know anything else as a family. Like, my sister doesn't drink; she smokes weed. My mom shops.
Your mom's a shopaholic?
She's a shopper.
Shopper.
But she's the money maker. My mom makes the money, so
it's okay.
It's not, yeah, basically. But
but shopping addictions can be pretty nasty too.
Yeah, I think
I've seen those
they
where
are terrible.
Like, you know, I was telling somebody a story the other day, I can't remember who, about how I spent like 2 years practically begging this woman to leave her husband because he was, you know, I saw the future. He had a shopping addiction. He eventually bankrupted the family and they did get divorced, but I wanted her to get out before she lost everything.
We have 6 shoe racks.
Right. Yeah.
There's only 4 of us. Nobody needs 6 shoe racks.
No, well, so you got compulsive traits everywhere. See, you can see the DNA. There's compulsivity everywhere.
There's the only person who's, again, my grandmother was the person who was not compulsive. She was very well thought out. She was she didn't ever make more than $55,000 a year, but I'll tell you what, that was the smartest woman I've ever met in my entire life because she understood how to get through life. She went through everything, and she got it. And it feels like sometimes, again, like, without her, I don't get it, because she taught me everything. My mom's my best friend, but my mom didn't teach me. My grandmother taught me how to be a person. And she would tell me, like, listen, you're drinking, you're smoking, you're going to die, and I don't want to bury you. And she would say that, literally, I don't want to bury you. I'm like, if you're going to bury me, then you're going to bury me. She goes, no, you're going to bury me.
What do you need to do, Ashley, to let go of the shame?
I need to be okay with who I am.
Well, how are you going to be okay with who you are?
I don't.
What do you need to do on a regular basis? What?
I don't think I will be. I don't think I'll ever be okay with who I am. I think I can just get a little more okay every day. Like,
a little more what?
Okay, every day.
Okay.
And that's what I'm trying to do.
Jamal, what are your thoughts on what she just shared?
I don't believe her. I think she'll get there. You'll get there. You feel that way right now, but.
So that's that projection based on how you feel in the moment. When you feel like crap in the moment, or you're struggling in the moment,
everything sucks. We're all gonna die.
The future
anyway.
is some projection.
No, everything doesn't suck. You guys don't suck. The world doesn't suck. That's the crazy part, is I understand the positive parts.
Politics does. No, I'm just kidding.
Politics sucks. I don't fuck with politics, as you know. But no, the world doesn't suck. People don't suck. It just feels like at the moment, I suck. And I do suck because I did the wrong thing. I made the wrong choice, and that's why I suck. I don't suck because I'm a bad person or anything like that. I suck because I made the wrong choice. And every single day we have the opportunity to make the correct choice.
Every moment we do.
Yeah.
So just because you made a choice that's not harmonious with your ideal self doesn't mean it's bad.
Correct.
You're not bad.
And I made a good choice, believe it or not. And I'm not sure if either of you believe that. I made a good choice by coming here. Because I could have canceled and
No, I mean, it's
Could've
clear.
stayed
It's
home,
like,
stayed
you know,
kept
look, it's been,
drinking.
Jamal,
That
you
was
let
my-
Jamal in, by the way. You've
Yeah.
let me in before, but you just let Jamal in.
Yeah, you're always
So-
welcome to talk to my darkest
you
self
just
or
let
my,
him
my
in.
brightest self, man.
But by coming here, you let him in.
And then, you know, I came in, I laid down, and you weren't judgmental. Even if you weren't out loud, even if you were in your mind, you weren't judgmental out loud. And that's what
I
matters
wasn't
sometimes.
judgmental in my mind. I was deeply concerned. What were you?
I'm more worried.
Yeah, we
No,
were
I laid
concerned.
down. And when I laid down, I was like, hey, man, hit record because something people need to hear. Like, addiction is real and addiction is scary, but also addiction is something that every day you just get through. And some days, if you drink or you smoke crack, whatever the fuck you do, like, if you do that, then understand that you did that and make the decision to go to your friend's house and talk to them about it. Because your friends aren't going to judge you and your friends are going to love you regardless. And you guys did that for me, and I cannot say
But
thank you
what
enough.
we're setting up in the future is before you get to that dark place, that's when you do the reaching out, right?
Exactly,
'Cause
like-
then you don't have to do the week of shame,
And also,
right? I feel like there's some movies.
The
and
week of
girls that
shame
show,
is a
like, the week of
fantastic way to
shame.
call it, like, because that's exactly it. It's a week of shame.
Right?
It's me,
there
like,
was some movie where this blonde woman like does like a walk
it's
of
me-
shame. I think the
yeah,
movie was Walk of
growing
Shame.
a beard, like,
oh my god.
Right? It's like everything went wrong. She obviously had a one night stand, and then everything went wrong from there. What was that movie? It was like 20 years old, but some blonde woman, she was beautiful. And then she does the walk of shame. The next day, literally, she just loses her money or everything. She gets arrested. All of it goes wrong.
Terrible. No,
So yeah, so we're inviting you not to do a week of shame here.
that's such a good
I was
term.
gonna say, once you slow down even more, you get to a point where it's like, because I'll tell you, I used to go to school, like,
Drunk?
I'd be,
Because I used to do
I
that.
don't know about, maybe, I'm a heavyweight, so I can drink a lot before I actually get drunk, and I'd skate good, like, 15
So we don't
minutes
even
to
know
school, so I'd
this
be
about
sweating. I'd be sitting
Jamal.
in the library.
This guy right here.
We don't know this
guy
about
hitting the
Jamal.
sauce.
I'd be sitting in the library, and someone's like, has someone been drinking? I'd be like, oh,
Nope.
yeah. Party just finished. I just came from a party.
I used to go to school with a Flanagan's cup full of alcohol.
So, yeah, so I've been
That's
there.
great. That's wonderful.
I still pass, and
But-
I just fantastic.
No, well,
And
you're
then you
clear,
get
you know,
to the point where
clearly.
you slow down enough and you pick up the bottle and you can be like, you know what? I can wait for later, or I don't need this.
You know, I did something similar last night where I was obviously hammered, but I said, you know what? I'm
I
done.
don't need another one.
But I threw it out.
Right.
That's pretty good.
And then I bought
stuff.
another bottle. But at the same time, I threw it out because I knew I was done. I knew things were bad. And I just didn't realize how bad.
Yeah, that's good stuff. And that's also why you're throwing out the clients that don't fit anymore.
because
right?
if
'Cause
I don't
it's
like it-
You're honoring you. See
Yeah.
it?
It's all I can do.
And by the way, that's a muscle.
Lat pulls.
That's a muscle,
We're building them lats.
right?
We're getting strong.
Some people, we weren't raised to honor ourselves. Some people are, it's rare. But
We
some of
weren't.
us weren't. Right? I wasn't raised
That's
that
not
way.
taught in school.
What's that?
That's not taught in school.
No, it's not taught in school. And I often say that the sociopaths and narcissists, they honor themselves way too well, right?
And they
It's all
went to
about
public
them,
school.
right? And then some of us that are heart-based, we get run over, and then we get to a place where we get tired of being run over, right? Hey, Dr. Brett here. Hit like and subscribe, and if you really want to support us, sign up to our Patreon.